All right. Audio looking good. Let me fix my rearview mirror because I just dropped off Ariel at Abuela's house, aka Grandma. Hold on one second. We're checking our audio here. Let me adjust my microphone. All right. This is the edition of Have Faith, Let It Begin. Try to get on the air about 2 minutes early before we go on, just to make sure everybody gets their notifications. I just made a big announcement. I made a post. Give me 1 second, folks. All right, you gotta love live. You gotta love live, folks. My mom was calling. That's the first time. You know what's funny? A lot of people have asked me this question. Hey, when you record live, don't you ever worry about getting a phone call? And I said, well, it's never really happened before because everybody that I know knows that we're recording. But my mother just called. So, hey, there you go. I guess it's always the first. I put an app on for Ariel, and it's through YouTube. And I guess it went to a commercial, and it's never had a commercial before. So my mom was like, "What's going on? It changed." I said, "Well, it'll come off in a second. It's actually a commercial." So I don't know. We'll see what's going to happen when we go live here officially at 7:30, which is in about 3 seconds. She may call again, so we'll stand by with that. For that being said, folks, let's get started with another edition of Have Faith, Let It Begin. It is Thursday, and I cannot wait for this episode either. Let's get started, folks. Here we go. When I was a child, my mom always told me, Angel, when you were born, all the angels came from heaven. Do you know why? Because you're special. On June 16, 2018, I launched my show, Have Faith, Let It Begin. I always wanted to change the world, share my personal testimony, share real-life stories and motivational topics to set out to go out and change the world. Join me each and every week, Monday through Friday at 6 a.m., because this is a show all about faith. My name is Angel, and welcome to Have Faith, Let It Begin.
Hi, I am Mia. You're listening to Have Faith, Let It Begin.
Hi, my name is Isabella, and you're listening to Have Faith, Let It Begin. Hello, my name is Amari, and today we are back on another episode of Have Faith and Let's Begin.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode live from Have Faith, Let It Begin. I guess we'll call it the mobile. It's the car. We are live, and it's Thursday. I cannot believe it's Thursday, April 4th, 2019. Holy cow. It's like yesterday we just brought home Ariel, and all of a sudden, winter was still around, and then all of a sudden, poof, spring came around, and yesterday didn't feel like spring, that's for sure. In the Northeast, we got hit with some winds. High winds. My garbage can, which was filled with garbage, thank God it didn't spill over, but it did get knocked over. Thank goodness that the actual the top of the top cap never came off and spilled out the garbage. But yeah, it went everywhere. Hopefully everybody has power, and hopefully everybody is listening this morning to another episode of Have Faith, Let It Begin. Folks, if you didn't catch it, I posted about 4.5 to 5 minutes ago that there was going to be a big announcement. Well, I did it on our Facebook page, our like page, and I did it on our Twitter page as well. So here it is. At least it's big for us. Effective immediately. If you have the Alexa app, that's right. If you have Alexa, and all you have to do is go into Alexa and download Spreaker. It is free. You will then go to Alexa and say, Alexa, open Spreaker. It'll open Spreaker, and then all you have to do is say, play, Have Faith, Let It Begin. Folks, that's the announcement. We are officially on Alexa. Holy cow, it was great to get the email and say you are now available on Alexa. And just to have that another platform at home. Some of you actually may have Alexa on your phones. and that's great too. So again, another platform for us. Alexa is now airing Have Faith, Let It Begin, and I am excited, and I just hope every one of you has now another way of listening to us at home. Folks, here's today's episode. Mistakes and owning them. Oh man, where do you begin? Well, I think for a lot of you, you like to hear some of the stories. So I'd like to begin with a story regarding a mistake. Oof, this one's a little tough. In high school, I don't know. Okay, let me just go with it. In high school, around my senior year, I met a young girl, and I'm going to leave her name out. When she hears this one day, I'm sure she will understand. But I met a young girl, and we bonded on our Disney trip, our class trip, and it felt different because it just felt like, wow, somebody actually likes me, and likes me for who I am. And because I was so insecure, it just felt as if it was like a dream. And we got talking. We started to, I guess you can say we started dating. And then I made the biggest mistake of my life. I stopped dating her. I just stopped. And I ended up taking somebody else to a prom that eventually broke my heart. But the story is not about me. It's about what I did to this young girl. It's the fact that I didn't really give her I didn't give her the respect of a phone call or anything. I just stopped talking to her. And it broke my heart. It really did. And years later, and even up to this day, when April comes around, I think about what I did. And this was over 20 years ago. And thank God she never held a grudge on me. She always remained my friend. And I just want to publicly tell her, even though I've said I was sorry before and I was given, she forgave me, I want to publicly say to her that I'm sorry. Because it was wrong. Now, I know things happen for a reason, and I don't want to sit here and speculate what could have or what should have, could have happened. But I know that I made a very big mistake. And I like to think that in the back of my mind, that if I would have stayed, who knows what the future would have been, but that's something I have to live with for the rest of my life. So for that, I'm sorry. So the purpose of today's episode is you have to own your mistakes. You have to remember that your actions can lead to consequences. And sometimes you will do things that will hurt someone and hurt them to the core. And even if you don't mean to do it, you'll regret it if you don't own it. You will always sit back and wonder why I didn't handle things better. Why did I allow myself to hurt such a beautiful person? As you go to work today, if there's someone or something that you have done, take the initiative to sit back and say, I'm going to own it. I'm going to reach out and touch someone's heart, someone's life, and I'm going to change it by apologizing. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I've made other mistakes. I've made other mistakes and have tried to apologize, and the apology was not accepted. But you have to try. And sometimes I believe that even if they don't accept the apology, deep down inside, you've given them their closure. So allow yourself the opportunity to try and make a difference in someone's life, because you have possibly done something to hurt them. And let me tell you, on the flip side, it does make you feel a little bit better. It doesn't necessarily make it go away. Like, for example, 20 years later, I go into April and I still think about that, and it has never stopped. Now, just to be clear, it has nothing to do with my current marriage. I'm very happy in my marriage, and it's not that I'm wondering, like in the movies, oh my goodness, if I would have stayed, would have I gotten married? No, I'm just talking about an actual mistake. A mistake that I regret, because you don't want to hurt people that you really truly love, as a friend, as a sister. You just don't want to do that. You want to keep the friendships going. You want to keep the path going. Yesterday I had a very good conversation with my friend Brian, because I shared with him some deep things. And he knows that I've been going through this slight depression, and I'm getting better each day. But, he was teaching me and helping me and guiding me and saying, you got to do the right thing. There are times when anger sets in. There are times when I believe that I need to learn to forgive and move forward. And I'm human. Sometimes you just are so stubborn, and God knows I am. And if my wife is watching today, listening today, which would be a miracle, because I'll get in trouble for that one. No, but if my wife was listening today, she'd go, oh yeah, he's stubborn. I have to learn to let it go. We all have to let it go. Even being in church, there's just so many people out there that go to church and they say that they're church people, and yet they do the opposite. But yet when they're there on Sundays, they want to come across like they're that person that everybody inspires to be. But yet when the doors close and when they're doing things that they shouldn't be doing, they become hypocritical. I can tell you that I've been that person. I am doing my best every single day to try and strive to live life the way God would want me to live. And that's owning mistakes, owning the things that I've done, and trying my best, trying my hardest to move forward. So my challenge to each and every one of you today is to think about the mistakes that you may have made. Own up to them. Reach out to the person and tell them that you're sorry. I hope that this special young lady gets this message today about what happened in our senior year, and to let her know that there's not a day that goes by that I don't regret not taking her to the prom. That I don't regret giving it a chance or the opportunity that I believe she deserved to have. And I hope she knows that I only want the very best for her, and that I pray that her life continues to blossom, and that one day she finds true happiness. For Have Faith, Let It Begin. My name is Angel. Thank you for listening to another episode of Have Faith, Let It Begin. You're going to hear episodes, me recording live as my daughter in the background, Ariel, will probably cry. You'll hear background noises like phone calls, and right on the cue, she's starting to cry. Don't worry, everybody. We're going to continue on like never before. And with Ariel in the background, knowing that in the future you're going to hear yourself crying like this, Mama, yeah, say hi to everybody out there. We just want to encourage each and every one of you to join us every single weekday, Monday through Friday at 6 a.m. Join me, Ariel, my family, and everyone as we continue our journey. For Have Faith, Let It Begin, my name is Angel. Say goodbye, Ariel. Say bye. Bye.